It is now my pleasure to introduce the 82nd Governor of the state of Georgia. He's taken his valuable time to come spend this morning with us, and we are very grateful to have him here. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm Army Aviation welcome to Governor Nathaniel Deal.
Well, thank you very much, Brigadier General Sinclair. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to be here today to welcome all of you to the great state of Georgia, the 8th largest population state, a little over 10 million people, and out of that, some 753,000 veterans call the state of Georgia home. I want to thank all of those who have made this conference possible and decided to come here to our capital city. I particularly want to thank Brigadier General Sinclair, of course, General Perkins, Mr. Harris, and our own Brigadier General Joe Girard, who is the Adjutant General of the state of Georgia. Now, we are very proud of what is happening in our Georgia National Guard. Many of you know that our Army Guard was selected as the #1 Army Guard unit in 2013. And we have had many of our guardsmen and women serve. In fact, there have been over 18,000 deployed since 9/11, and we had some 758 who were deployed just last year. So I want to thank personally General Girard for his service as our TAG, and to all of those who are a part of his establishment. You saw the honor guard that presented the flag here at the beginning of this ceremony. These are young men and women who are part of our Youth Challenge Academy. We have 2 very successful academies. We are in the process of opening a 3rd. They have been a great addition to the educational opportunities for young people in our state, and we thank those of you who have had a part in making those opportunities possible here in Georgia. Now, I also have the opportunity to recognize someone that I had the chance to meet just before this program started. I'd heard a lot about him, and that is the Major General Gaylor. He is the Commanding General of the U.S. Army Aviation Center of Excellence at Fort Rucker, and I think he said he's been there altogether 3 weeks now. He and General Girard were classmates at North Georgia College, which was the name it had then, one of the premier military colleges in the United States. And it is good to have him back in Georgia for today, and we, of course, invite him and others to come back. Now, we're very proud of our military heritage in this state. We're fortunate to have so many military installations that are very significant contributors to our economy. In fact, they are a part of what has made Georgia now, for the 3rd consecutive year, have the designation as the #1 state in the nation in which to do business. We're proud of that distinction, and an important component of that is something that you are a part of as well, and that is the aviation industry. It is becoming a more and more significant part of the state economy. I know that many of you know that we have rather significant companies that have a presence in our state. In fact, we have some 8 of the top 10, I'm told, contracting companies for the Department of Defense have a presence in our state. You know the names of many of the larger companies that also have a presence here. I won't try to name them all because I would omit someone, and that's not always good for business when you forget to recognize somebody. But we're proud to have them. More and more, we're seeing the suppliers of the aircraft industry come to our state. In fact, we have several major suppliers that are in the pipeline to come and make announcements in our state in the very near future. Now, we are also very pleased with the fact that the Army has decided to relocate the Cyber Command from Maryland down to Fort Gordon in Augusta. We have an initiative to work cooperatively with the Cyber Command. The University System of Georgia's Cyber Security Initiative, which combines the talents of young people in our colleges and universities, as well as in our technical colleges, are working together We recognize the importance of this particular phase of security for the future, and we're pleased to have that presence in our state. We're also a state that prides itself on being veteran and military service friendly. We have put several initiatives in place over the last several years, including some legislative action this year, that will do things like when someone is transitioning out of the military back to civilian life, many times the skills they have been acquiring during their service on active duty have comparable skill levels in civilian jobs. But those civilian jobs very often require a license to be issued. So what we have done is we have tried to correlate a service person's MOS with the training and education requirements of a licensure board so that we facilitate a very quick transition for someone moving from the military into civilian life. It has been a great benefit to us, and we know it will be a great benefit to military individuals and their families. We've also been very interested in reaching out to the spouses of people who are coming into our state. If the spouse has a license, we recognize that license from another state so that there is not a downtime as they come and reside here in our state. We are also very proud of the scholarship programs that we offer to attract young men and women to go into the military service. Our Georgia Military College down in Milledgeville and our University of North Georgia, formerly North Georgia College, up in Dahlonega, and its offices in Gainesville, Georgia, all have scholarship programs that are bringing more and more young people into the commissioned ranks of the United States Army. Now, it's been a long time since I received my commission as a young second lieutenant back in 1964, but I knew I was going to be in the presence of a lot of generals and brass here today. Now, you can't see it, but I made sure my shoes were polished and that my gig line is straight. Those kind of things don't ever leave you. Military training and experience is always something that stands people in good stead. So in closing, welcome to Georgia. We hope you will come back again often. We thank you for your service to our state and to our country as a whole. We ask you to continue to remember all of those who are currently serving us wherever they may be around the globe. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I've got a bucket of coin for you here. Oh, okay. Well, Governor, we greatly appreciate you taking your time this morning to come over. We want to give you a token of Army Aviation Association, the 50-year anniversary book, and also one of our most coveted coins.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you.
Thank you
for your time.
Thank you all.